Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to dig into something that affects pretty much all of us, the weirdly complex relationship between you, your money, and the artificial intelligence that's secretly running the show in your financial apps. We're about to unlock a paradox that lives right there inside your digital wallet. So let me just ask you this straight up. How much do you really, truly trust your banking app? It sounds like a simple question, right? But the answer, well, it's actually super complex, and it all comes down to a technology you probably don't even think about: artificial intelligence. To even begin to understand the future of our money, we have to start with the most important currency of all. And no, it's not Bitcoin. It's trust. We're talking about that whole digital world we live in now. Mobile banking, digital wallets, those robot investment advisors. It's all powered by what we call fintech, which is really just the mashup of finance and technology. And look, don't just take my word for it. A 2025 research paper from Presidia Computer Science puts it perfectly. It says that trust isn't just a nice to have or a way to get ahead of the competition. Nope, it is a foundational necessity. Without our trust, the whole system just collapses. So all these fintech companies are in this constant, high-stakes race to build and keep our trust. And what's their most powerful tool to get them over the finish line? You guessed it, artificial intelligence. AI is working away in the background all the time. It's what lets you log in with your face or fingerprint. It's what tailors services just for you. It even helps figure out credit scores. All of this is done to try and make our financial lives feel safer and run a little smoother. Think of it like this. It's kind of like having a tiny digital detective watching over your account 24/7. It's constantly analyzing all the patterns so it can spot something fishy almost instantly. That builds a really powerful layer of security, and in turn, it builds our trust. Okay, but here's the twist. Here's the paradox, the real reason we're talking about this today. The exact same technology that builds our trust can also be the very thing that completely destroys it. It's a classic double-edged sword. So on one side of the coin, AI gives us amazing things like fraud detection and personalization. But on the other side, well, that's where you find some pretty serious risks. We're talking about our data privacy being at risk, hidden biases baked into the algorithms, and a total lack of transparency about how these things even work. And this really gets to the heart of what researchers are calling algorithmic trust, when these incredibly complex AI systems, these black boxes, are making huge decisions about your finances, like whether or not you get a loan. Can you really trust a decision when you have no idea how it was made? And listen, this isn't just some made-up problem. It's a huge focus for researchers. What's so cool about this slide is it's basically a map of the conversation. Just look at that cluster right there. It visually confirms this deep connection between these three massive ideas: fintech, trust, and artificial intelligence. They are completely tangled up together. So, this brings us to the most important point. If AI is here to stay in our financial lives, and let's be honest, it is, how do we solve this paradox? How do we build a system that we can actually truly rely on? Well, the research points to a pretty clear path forward, and it's not about getting rid of AI, it's about making it better. The whole game is about making AI and finance way more transparent, making it ethical, and making sure it's accountable to us, the actual users. At the end of the day, the goal is to force these companies to move from that mysterious black box to more of a glass box. We as consumers need to be able to look inside and understand the rules and the logic that are making these huge decisions about our money. All right, so let's bring it all home. What does all of this mean for the future of that digital wallet sitting in your pocket? Okay, so here's what you really need to remember. 1. Trust is everything. It's the absolute bedrock of finance. 2. AI is a total paradox. It's our security guard, but it's also a potential risk. And 3, the only way we move forward is with more transparency and better ethics. Our trust is the most valuable thing in this entire game, and we need to start acting like it. So I'll leave you with one last really big question to chew on. As these AI systems get smarter and manage more and more of our money, who's ultimately on the hook when it all goes wrong and that trust gets broken? It's a question we all need to start asking, because believe me, the answer is going to define the future of finance. Thanks for watching.